YouTube, hello. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Unbound. I apologize if this episode's very short. I've been feeling a bit unwell the last few days. I'm away on holiday tomorrow, so I have a very strict time schedule right now. If I didn't do this right now, I wouldn't do it at all, so this video might just be legitimately the gym, and possibly as soon as I do this gym, I have a rival battle. Maybe I'll have a look at the rival battle, but I'm not promising I'm going to beat it, and also maybe I'll run around and grab some stuff. Anyway, if you remember, this gym is Tessie. It's meant to be the water gym, but it's like the Camomon gym, I think it's called, where, and by Camomons, I mean your first two moves in your Pokemon's moveset dictates what your type is. So you can change the type of your Pokemon, which is pretty interesting and leads to some wacky strategies. And actually, when we were messing about last time, and I didn't really give it a huge college try, I'm going to be honest with you last time, but I was trying to create some fun type combinations. As soon as the video finished, it suddenly dawned on me like two things. Firstly, how I beat this gym. I can use some really illegal tech. And then secondly, what the best type actually is. And actually the best type for this gym leader is Bug Steel. That would be such a good type for this gym because it only has one weakness. It's a 4 times weakness, but it's a weakness to fire. The gym is in permanent rain, so firepower is reduced. And also, none of the Pokemon in Tessie's gym use fire type moves because it's permanent rain. So actually, if you brought in Bug Steel types, you would have no weaknesses. At best, they have a neutrality into you. So that's what I tried to do, and this is the first story of where everything went wrong. This is the part I'm going to use on the left-hand side, but I've actually had to slightly change the moveset and what I do since then, because originally, what my plan was to give all my bugs a bug-type move, which is pretty easy. The problem is giving them steel-type moves, and I came up with a genius idea. And my genius idea was there is a move in the game called Nature's Gift. Natural Gift, sorry. I thought it was called Nature's Gift, but anyway, Natural Gift. And Natural Gift is a normal type move with base power 1. Base power 1 move, not very good. However, if you're holding a berry, the move changes into a certain type and power depending on the berry you give it. And if you give Pokemon the Babiri berry, which is the berry that reduces super effective steel type moves, it becomes a steel type move of base power, I think 100 or 90, somewhere around there. And if you look at my move list, this shows as Bug Steel, which is what I wanted as the typing. So I had done this on this guy. I had done it on my Frostless as well. But it turns out when you go into the gym like this, it doesn't actually recognize it as the berry as being steel typing, which is really annoying. So it comes into the Bug normal type, which isn't what I want. So this strategy doesn't actually work. The other way of getting around this, by the way, is you could get everything with unknown power, it's called. What's it called? Hidden power. You could give everything hidden power steel, but it's a real pain in the ass to give hidden power steel to Pokemon because it's purely a random chance. I think it's like a 1 in 60 chance because I think there's 16 types in the game. And to be honest with you, it just wasn't worth fucking around with trying to get the typing. So I came up with a different plan instead. Before though I do anything else, I did do one other thing off camera because there was one of my Pokemon that I could give the Bug Steel typing to, and that Pokemon was Shuckle. Shuckle can learn a move called Gyro Ball from a TM. And the TM, I got it off camera, but I'm just going to show you now where it is and how I got it. In fact, I think it'll be here because I've honestly saved another save state on the timeline that I want to exist on. Where am I going? I'm going this way. So we'll head down here, across, up, this way, that way. And actually, by the way, oh, fuck's sake, I've not got the right Pokemon I need to do this with. I've fucked up. I only could just get this very recently anyway. Because you need Rock Climb, I believe. Let me leave, please. I've made a big mistake. Where can I change my Pokemon? Honestly, it's quicker if I just fly. But yeah, you can get Gyro Ball from here. I don't like doing things like this off camera, which is why I've created a save state where I haven't got it yet, so I can show you me picking it up before I load the future timeline in. But Gyro Ball, move that is learned by Shuckle, and literally the only reason my Shuckle knows the move is purely to give it steel typing, which means it can't take super effective damage from any move that any of Tessie's Pokemon can do, which is really good on Shuckle, which has got an insanely defensive stat, and it's going to be holding Rocky Helmet and all that jazz. Anyway, you just come across here, up here, there, that's Gyro Ball. We actually saw it a few times when I was wandering around the map going like, how do I get that TM? Well, this is how you get the TM, and this is Gyro Ball. Anyway, I'm now going to fast forward to the future timeline that I'm currently existing in, where I've done everything I need to do, and I'll tell you what my team is and explain how it all works, and also give you the power of hearing. So, it's still the same team as before, but I've obviously had to change some typings to not Bug Steel, because I couldn't make Bug Steel. We have Araquanid here. Araquanid, and by the way, this is like the 18th iteration of Araquanid. This has Protect, Leech Fang. Honestly, the typing of this Pokemon does not matter. Only two things matter about this Pokemon. Firstly, it has Magic Coat. If you remember back to the Flying type gym, one of the ways I got around Stealth Rocks in that gym was using Orbeetle with Magic Coat, because this bounces back any move like that, so it affects my opponent. Tessie's first move typically, and not always, but typically, is it tries to set up Sticky Web, which slows down your Pokemon, and the whole point of this gym really, the underlining theme of this gym, is actually speed control. All of Tessie's Pokemon are so unbelievably quick, it's kind of crazy. And to further exacerbate the speed advantage, she puts a Sticky Web on you. However, if you Magic Coat her Sticky Web, she gets Sticky Webbed instead. You try and Sticky Web me, I Sticky Web you. Basically, that is the strategy. And more to the point, the AI is programmed to think that if it sees that a Pokemon has Magic Coat, it won't repeat that move over and over and over again. It will do it once and then give up. And this then leads into the other two parts of the moveset. Leech Fang is here just to kill the Masquerain, because it goes up against Masquerain. And Masquerain, I think in this is grass water? Yeah, it's a grass water type in the context of this gym. So we do super effective damage. The Masquerain, by the way, has Focus Sash, which means I need 2 moves to kill it anyway. And the Leech Fang will kill it in about 2 to 3 hits. It's a damage roll on 2, I think. The other moves in here are Protect, which is just really to stall out any Toxic turns, because we might be able to Toxicing one of the Pokemon. And Reflect is here just to deal with Zeraora, but we don't always need to push the Reflect button. More importantly, why I've had to make a completely different Araquanid to all the other Araquanids I've ever used, this Araquanid has a different ability. This Araquanid has Water Absorb, which is the weaker of the two abilities, to be honest with you, but is really good in a Water Gym when basically every Pokemon can spam a Water-type move. If I swap into Araquanid, it can be immune to any Water-type attack, which is a very powerful thing, because a lot of this gym, and I'll explain the Forbidden strategy in a second, is me trying to set my pieces up in such an orientation that lets me get off the Forbidden strategy safely. Anyway, the Forbidden strategy involves Frostmoth and Heracross. And finally, I've got a use, by the way, to use my Dream Mist. I've used my Dream Mist on Frostmoth, which gives me the hidden ability of Frostmoth. The hidden ability of Frostmoth, by the way, is Ice Scales. Ice Scales halves any special damage that this Pokemon takes. Now, normally this ability is a phenomenal ability, but it's held back by it being on a Frostmoth, because Frostmoth is unfortunately a Bug Ice type, which is possibly the worst type combination you could ever ask for. Maybe Bug Flying slightly worse, but this one is really bad as well. However, in Camomons, you don't need to worry about that. You can change the type of your Frostmoth. Obviously, I would have liked to have Bug Steel. I couldn't get Bug Steel because the natural gift strategy didn't work, and I could not be asked breeding these guys until I got a perfect one with the perfect hidden power, aka Steel. So instead, I went for its second best typing in my opinion, which is pure normal. So I've made its first 2 moves normal, normal. So it will only have the typing of normal, which means its only weakness is fighting type moves. And that's fine, because basically only one Pokemon in this gym knows a fighting type move, it's Zeraora, and I don't ever want this to be in front of Zeraora. Also worth noting, I've actually put this thing extremely defensively. If I go into the actual EV spread of this Pokemon, I basically invested into health and defense. And its nature is also defensive nature. I think it actually lives through a close combat from Zeraora, and I'm pretty certain I've calculated for that, because the whole point of this Pokemon, literally, the only point of its existence, is to cast Tailwind. It's one of 3 bugs right now in the game that can learn Tailwind. The other 2 are Ledian, and its evolution line, I guess, and Butterfree. They're not 2 very, good bugs, defensively speaking, but in this gym, when you have no weaknesses, and you have Ice Scales, and most of the Pokemon in this gym use special attacking moves, Frostmoth is kind of disgusting. The other weakness of doing this though is Tailwind only goes up for 4 turns, so I need to get out the turn after I do the Tailwind, and I have planned for Frostmoth either to perish or use U-turn, and U-turn gets me out of the battle and puts me into another Pokemon. More importantly, this Pokemon is really slow as well, so it will U-turn after my opposing Pokemon makes a move, which lets me safely swap into the Pokemon that takes advantage of the Tailwind. And this is the illegal Pokemon. This is Heracross. As soon as I finished my last episode, I was like, holy shit, I've just realized what the strategy is. What is this illegal strategy? Well, the illegal strategy is guts, basically. If you've ever seen like VGC, especially in like the not too distant past, there is a Pokemon known by Ursaluna. And Ursaluna was very disgusting, and still is somewhat disgusting, but not quite as disgusting when all the legendary Pokemon are like running amok. But it's still really strong, and the whole strategy for that Pokemon was that you would give it, you'd burn it with Flame Orb, then you would use Facade. Facade doubles in power when your Pokemon has a status effect and ignores the downside for burning, and it would also know Guts, and would have a disgustingly high attack stat. Heracross has Guts. Heracross, is attack stat is actually slightly less than Ursaluna, but not by a lot, like it's 5 or 10 here and there. One of the things that Heracross didn't have going for it though was it doesn't have the stab type boost. However, in Camomon, I can give it that, so my Heracross is actually intentionally a bug normal type. It is stab facade with burn, doubling the facade power to 140 with a guts boost, and not only that, I've put a life orb on this because I don't have to, sorry, I can go into battles pre-burnt, unlike VGC, so this is truly illegal levels of damage. This thing will one-shot every Pokemon in this gym. So as soon as I set up Tailwind and get Heracross in front of a Pokemon, I kill it. There are some Pokemon that actually can live through the facade, but there is no Pokemon that can live through the Brick Break and the facade. And actually the final issue really is Masquerain, but it's not really an issue, it'll be a non-entity issue because Masquerain has Focus Sash, so I can't one-shot it because of the item, which is why this has got Pin Missile. So if it ever goes in front of Masquerain at full health, it uses Pin Missile instead, which two-shots it, so this Pokemon basically can kill every one of the gym Pokemon, and this strategy is so good, I decided to name it twice. I've got 2 Heracrosses and 2 Frostmothes to set up the Tailwind. This one is legitimately the same as the other Heracross, by the way. This is the Olympus. Slightly weaker defensively, doesn't matter, it's just irrelevant. Also, I couldn't be bothered getting Life Orb, so I've just given this one Silk Scarf. To be honest with you, I probably don't need the Life Orb, but I decided to give it more damage. Who could be sad with more damage? But anyway, these Pokemon are basically the same. They're both normal bug. I think they almost have the same moveset. This one has Night Slash rather than Rock Blast, but it's actually irrelevant. I will never push the 4th move on this Pokemon. Now, the final Pokemon is Cliff, because Cliff can basically deal with the Zeraora. And this is kind of what the Shuckle and the Araquanid are here for, because I need to be able to set up my Frostmoth to get into the battle, to set up a Tailwind, to get out of the battle, to set up a Heracross. These 2 are here legitimately just to like stall my turns, so that I can get that situation where I can swap into Frostmoth safely. Because you may have been running the maths right now and maybe have figured this out. Tailwind lasts for 4 turns. The first turn when I set it up is 1 turn. The second turn when I U-turn, that's the second one. So my Heracrosses can only get 2 turns of this Tailwind. There are 6 Pokemon in this gym, so theoretically I need to set up this strategy 3 times to kill everyone. And that's kind of where the hand-wavy aspect is. I'm probably going to have to predict a move at some point to get out of this battle. And actually, the really big problem Pokemon in this gym is Seeking. It's really weird. There's a fucking mythical Pokemon, a legendary Pokemon, a mega legendary Pokemon. But no, the biggest issue, also a pseudo legendary in Hydreigon. The scariest Pokemon is Seeking by a long way. The Fisher's Rend attack that Seeking has when it has speed advantage is their illegal strategy. It does like, it's like 170 base power, but then it's boosted by Rain and boosted by Stab. It is actually disgusting. It one-shots basically every Pokemon in my party, with maybe the exception of Araquanid, who's immune to it. And I think Shuckle can live 1, but like it's only just lives 1, but doesn't live another 1. So when Seeking comes out, and this gym lead is actually quite smart, they will try and leave Seeking for the end. If I can't have a Heracross left to deal with the Seeking, I'm actually in a lot of trouble. I can't really deal with it with my Araquanid or my Shuckle. To be honest with you, I could have solved this a bit better. I think the Shuckle's actually almost got no use here. He's basically here if Zeraora's on the field, I can swap into Shuckle, and Zeraora cannot deal with Shuckle. So that's his purpose. You'll see what I mean when we get into the battle. It's honestly better just playing it to see it and how all happens and how it all works. Anyway, I've created a save state here, so I'll just reload back to here so I don't have to go through the whole water puzzle every single time I do this gym. But you'll see it going like unbelievably well, and suddenly there'll be 1 Pokemon left against like 4 of mine, and realize like, holy shit, he's gonna lose, and I might lose. Anyway, Masquerain's here. This Masquerain has Intimidate, which doesn't really matter. It does lower my attack, but who cares? It has focus sash, so I can't one-shot, so there's no point in trying to set up a one-shot. Most importantly, though, this thing has sticky web. I can't let it set up sticky web. So I will magic guard on the first turn. Now, Masquerain sometimes doesn't do sticky web, but its next best move into me, by the way, because its other movesets are Haze, Energy Ball, and Scald. Scald doesn't do any damage to me. I'm literally immune to it. So it has to energy Ball me, and Energy Ball is not effective into me, and is a special attacking type attack into my Araquanid, and my Araquanid is very specially bulky, so it does like 7% damage. It's like negligible. Yeah, so it didn't even trying to set up Sticky Web, because the game cheated and realized I got Magic Guard, so it can't even do it. Oh, by the way, this thing also has leftovers, so it can like be extremely, extremely tanky. And then we'll see what the AI does here. None of the AI just sacrifices Masquerain, and I don't really know why, but I'm okay with it. Oh, and by the way, I very intentionally have this thing with Leech Fang, so I can just heal up any damage Masquerain does. So Masquerain can literally not do anything to me. I am like the ultimate high wall, hence the name High Tide. You can't get over me, Masquerain. So this is how I get through one of my Pokemon. So actually, the Tailwind strategy kills 4 of the other 5, but I would love it to kill Seeking. If it kills Seeking, by the way, this battle just comes over. And actually, it does devolve a bit here, like, into randomness. It depends on who they swap in now. There's a few different Pokemon they might swap in right now. Normally, it's Tornadus Therian they swap in. Perfect. As soon as Tornadus Therian comes in, I have a safe swap. Because Tornadus Therian has no super effective moves into my normal typing... Wait, I just realized something. Hang on a sec. Into my normal typing Frostmoth. I forgot to explain this Frostmoth as well, sorry. It'll become apparent in a moment, but I've given this one Grass normal typing to have a resistance to water. This thing can actually live through a Fisher's Rend from Seeking, so that was very intentional for me to give it Grass typing. But this one now has to come in. Specifically, Sleep has to come in here. It has no weakness to flying types. Only weakness is fighting. And we have Ice Scale, so this will be half damage from super effective. Sorry, it'll be half damage from special moves. The Nasty Plot, which doubles their special attack, it doesn't matter. I still take one of these. And more important for me, I take 2 of these. Now, I will say, I can actually lose this battle from Hurricane because it could crit and kill me. Also, it has a chance to confuse, I believe. And if I get confused and fail my confusion, I just lose because I have to set up the Tailwind here. Anyway, I'm going to go for U-turn now. I'm probably dead to another Hurricane. I am dead to another Hurricane, which, by the way, can't miss in the rain. But that's fine. As long as it died this turn, I'm not going to have a problem with that. Anyway, here comes the illegal strategy. Tailwind, by the way, in case you're wondering, doubles my speed. Heracross is quite a fast Pokemon. Doubling your speed of your Heracross means it is very, very quick, like quicker than any of their Pokemon. And now we're going to do something very illegal. We're going to use Facade on this thing. And it is going to disappear. Goodbye. Legendary, by the way. It also has Rocky Helmet, so we do actually take quite a lot of damage. We take like half health, but it's fine. Olympus Mons is here just to pick up 2 kills, and then that's his job done. Hydreigon, by the way, is the one Pokemon I don't do Facade into. It's probably 2 Pokemon I really shouldn't do Facade into. I think it actually kills the Seeking as well, which, by the way, is a Water Steel type. But this one is Dark Steel. It will just live from a Facade, I think. But it takes 4 times damage from fighting moves, so Brick Break will make it just evaporate. Watch how fast the HP bar is going to go. Pseudo Legendary, by the way. Anyway, the Tailwind is going to peter out right now, and the game is very smart. It goes into Seeking now almost always. Yeah, so this Seeking now is the fastest Pokemon in this gym until I set up another Tailwind. So I need to be able to set up another Tailwind. The problem with Olympus Mons is I can't actually do it with Olympus Mons. I need to do it with someone else. Because Olympus Mons would have Tailwind. Also, I don't have a great swap right now. I could take some, like, risky plays, but it's kind of not... Well, I'd say it's not worth it. You know what? I'm actually going to try something. I'm going to go into Cliff. There's no real super punish, but Fisher's Rend would not be good right now. Okay, he did Aqua Jet, which is what I thought. He has a priority move. This still doesn't do that much damage. But now, I think what Seeking is going to see here is Shuckle, no weaknesses. I'll use my best move, which is a neutral move, Fisher's Rend. and that'll do a lot of damage. Now, what I'm going to do to the AI is troll it. I'm going to go to Araquanid, because Araquanid is immune to water-type moves, so I'm basically going to just play this dance. Yeah. Until the Seeking gets bored of this game. In this situation, the best move it can now do is Smart Strike, so again, I'm going to go back into Shuckle. And as soon as they swap into not Seeking, because they'll probably get bored of this eventually. Yeah, okay, they got bored of it. That's fine. I want Zeraora in front of Shuckle, so I'm fine with this as well. They might even just instantly swap here. Nope, okay. They'll take the Acrobatics. This is going to not kill me, I believe. Yeah. That was, by the way, this is a flying-type Pokemon, this Zeraora, with a flying gem. And it did a move where it doubles in power when it has no gem, or no item left, and it burns its item in attacking me. It's actually disgusting damage what it does, and, you know, it left me on more than a third health. Anyway, I don't know what it's going to do right now. Okay, they withdrew. That's my bad. I should have swapped. Back to Seeking, but this is fine. We rest in front of it. And this battle now is just me trolling the Seeking for the remainder of the battle. Until they get bored of it. Also, I'm PP stalling Fisher's Rend, which is actually not a bad idea, because it's the only scary move really Seeking has got is Fisher's Rend. Anyway, I don't know what this is going to do. I'm slightly concerned about swapping into Tundra in case it fires off, like, a Smart Strike instead, or it predicts the swap. The dream for me, really, is that it swaps into Mega Latias, and then I set up the Tailwind then, because as soon as Tailwind comes up, I probably win this. Actually, that's not quite true. I actually have to be very careful here. I think I should go back into Cliff. As soon as it goes down to 2 Pokemon left, I can be a bit more liberal with it, but I can't leave the Seeking up as the last Pokemon. I have to kill it before. Okay, they're swapping again. Back to Zeraora, but that's fine. This is the matchup I want. Oh, by the way, this is the other reason I put Protect on the Araquanid, is to stall out this Zeraora. It's slowly going to die to Toxic. I was going to say, we're probably not waking up this turn, and to be completely level with you now, I should just spam Rest. Oh, and by the way, Infestation is on here basically purely because of the bug move, but it also does a percentage-based damage, which is actually, like, for Shuckle, since it has no offensive stats, pretty reasonable. Alright, back to Seeking. That's fine. I can play this game all day. Legitimately, I'm completely okay with this. I am going to reset my sleep timer, but it's fine. And one day they might be smart and just do a Smart Strike instead, and then things get a bit interesting. Okay, Fisher's Rend again. Like, it looks like I'm doing nothing, but I'm actually, like, slowly killing everything. Well, again, I should have done this smarter. Honestly, if I could have made Shuckle a Pokemon just 100% kill Seeking, then this battle would have been over, like, 7 turns ago. But because I don't have a Pokemon that can kill Seeking just directly without using the Forbidden Tech, I have to make sure it dies to Forbidden Tech. The other Pokemon I actually could kill without Forbidden Tech, but specifically Seeking, I can't. Anyway, again, back to Seeking, I guess. In case you're wondering, the last Pokemon is Mega Latias. Oh, we woke up. Very nice. Back to sleep again. Yeah, a bit like my cats. Oh, we woke up, we've had breakfast. Oh, time to go back to sleep again. I should really check what the PP of Fisher's Rend is as well. It can't be that high, right? Well, I don't know if that's the 5th one they've used now, but they might be PP up anyway. It might be like 8 or something. The other thing I can do, by the way, as well, is I could set up Reflect right now so I just take reduced damage, and that would be, like, very reasonable as well. Because, let's be real here, this thing's probably going to swap now, so I'm going to predict that it's going to swap. Okay, fine. It doesn't swap this time. Whatever. It actually doesn't move the needle that much for me. We leftovers back up again, and we're fine. And actually, the other thing I really wanted to do is set up Araquanid in a way that it could kill the Seeking, but actually, Araquanid doesn't have really good moves against Water Steel type, so it's like the best I could do. And it being a Steel type means I can't Toxic it, like, It was just really awkward, this final Pokemon. I was trying to find a way to, like, burn it or something, or, you know, that type of thing. And I just couldn't think of a good way of dealing with it, so I decided just to troll it instead. Anyway, get Rocky helmeted. This is Fisher's Wren probably coming back in unless the game's run out. Actually, it might have run out at this point. If it Smart Strikes me here, maybe it's run out. Oh, I think it might have run out. If that's the case, then fantastic. We can actually use Leech Fangs, even though they're like not very damaging. All right, see you later. It's still a bit of health I gain back. Okay, they've gone into Latias. That's a small issue. I should still be fine. I have to go into Tundra now. It depends what the Latias does. It can do Calm Mind for setup, or it can just attack. If it just attacks me with Surf, it's going to do, like, negative damage. The other issue I've slightly got as well is it has Ice Beam, so I'm hoping it does an Ice Beam. It Calm Minds, but I don't think Calm Mind Ice Beam, even though it's super effective, kills me. I think I live one because of the Ice Scales. Because when you think about the Ice Scales, effectively, if it move did times 2 damage to you, it will only do times 1 damage to you now. If it did times 1 before, it does times a half, and times a half does times and a quarter. It's like, it's a disgusting ability. It's just on a Pokemon that's completely garbage normally, so it doesn't matter. Alright, sets up Calm Mind again, which is extremely alarming. But I'm still not convinced I die. We might do, though. Anyway, if this Tailwind... Sorry, sometimes this thing calms Mind 3 times just to, like, make sure it one-shots everything. If it does that, it loses. Okay, it's lost. We've won this battle. Because now I can get Tundra out with the ability to do another Tailwind again. And as I said, I need to Tailwind 3 times this battle to win. Or, like, kill something by another means. I've now done my multiple Tailwinds. So it's over. This battle is legitimately done. I'll use Olympus Mons. And I'll just finish off his health. Unless they swap now, this is over. And even if they swap, I think it's over. Yeah. It dies to Facade in 1. And Seeking will die to 1 hit from this. It will go into Zeraora here, I'm 99% certain. Because it will waste a Tailwind turn. We might die to Olympus Mons here, but it doesn't matter. In fact, it would be good if I died this turn. Oh, it went to Seeking. Oh, I know why they're going into Seeking. Never mind. Actually, this is a pretty smart play from the AI. I respect this. They still lost, but it's a good play. Because they have a priority move. Yeah, okay, you got me. Actually, not necessarily true. You know what? I'm going to so unbelievably Giga Troll you right now. It has to be Aqua Jet that's coming in here. I'll keep my Heracross alive for basically no reason. Not quite no reason, but... Yummy, 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 delicious water. That was a straw, by the way. And we're back into this matchup Seeking. All I need to do now is get into a situation where I can get to Tundra. Which, to be completely honest with you, I should really just sack the Heracross so I get a free swap. Because as long as I put my Frostmoth in front of Seeking now, I win. But equally, this is fine. If I get down to just Seeking left, I've 100% won the game. Again, this feels like nothing. The Toxic comes through. You live this, Aurora? You do. Goodbye, Zeraora. Hello, Seeking. Fisher's Rend is incoming. Assuming it still has PP for it, which I'm not entirely certain it does. I'll go into High Tide for the sake of it. We should honestly set up Reflect again. Because then, like, for absolute certainty, I've got to stay swap into Frostmoth then. They still have Fisher's Rend left. So I'll set up Reflect. Goodbye, you're now deceased. But this is all because the game recognizes that if I do the strategy... Well, I say it's all because of this. I think the game recognizes as long as I put my Heracross with Facade in front of Seeking, it can't win the game anymore. Because it literally kills everything. Nothing can live through the illegal strategy. Anyway, this is the situation where I said before, it looks fine, like I'm 4, am I 4v1 or 5v1 even? I'm literally 5v1 right now, but this thing could sweep me if I'm not careful. I have to like give it its due respect. And speaking of which, we're going to go down to 4v1. I want to sack my Olympus Mons here. I want to save swap. Alright, goodbye Heracross. You did a great work. Thank you very much. Now we can go into Tundra. This thing can't kill me because of my grass typing. By the way, the moveset of this Pokemon is Fisher's Wren, which is water, Aqua Jet, which is water, Smart Strike, which is steel, which is neutral, and then Drill Run, which is ground, which is not effective into grass. So it has to use Smart Strike here and it won't kill me. We set up Tailwind. We also have Reflect up, by the way, so... And by the way, this is not effective. Reflect was up. And it's a Pokemon that's got max defense, or at least, you know, a reasonable defensive stat. It did half my health, basically. It was actually disgusting what it just did to me. Anyway, I wasn't paying attention. I assumed the Tailwind just went up there. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Actually, I would have thrown this game if Tailwind has not gone up right now. If I pushed the wrong button, then I would have lost. I was not looking at my screen. I was looking at the chat window. Now, Heracross will be faster than Seeking. And this thing's a Steel type, so I'll use Brick Break. I'm pretty certain Facade would actually kill. I think even not effective, it's like 100%, but I can't quite remember if it's 100 or 98, so I'm just not going to risk it. Brick Break is more than 100% health. Yeah, he uses a priority move because he recognizes it's going to go down this turn. And that's the gym. Honestly, we weren't a million miles away from solving it last time. I think I even brought like Heracross and stuff, and I recognize like the typings I needed to go for, but I just didn't consider the illegal strategy. Oh, one final thing I'll just say, in case you're wondering about this. The Heracross, I did change their nature. The Heracross is now Adamant, not Jolly, I think it was. Anyway, that gives me the Swamp Badge. Really cool gym battle. I was just going to do a funny, like, alternate timeline where I brought things like, you know, Incineroar, but as a bug type Incineroar, and have all these non-bugs but with bug typing because of the Camamon rule set. But as I said, I wasn't feeling great, so I've just not had as much time as I would want to invest in this, so I just brought my bugs. Anyway, here's Waterfall, which is what I need to boat around the map. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good move for water types as well. Oh yeah, by the way, the world is ending and I'm like doing a gym battle to get Waterfall. I didn't say like, you know, listen, I'll come and fight the gym later, but give me Waterfall now, otherwise, you know, the world ends. That's not what happened here. I had to beat the gym leader first. Anyway, I think there's a few things I want to do. I want to get to at least the rival battle before I end. But I probably won't get much beyond there. Anyway, we'll put High Tide back in the box again. And I'll put my Frost maps back in the bags. Oh, by the way, these guys were holding Focus Bands in case I actually, like, Giga fucked up. There's a 10% chance this would live through an attack that would otherwise kill it, so I thought I might as well take the 10% chance, because realistically, I didn't want any other item on it. And actually, for the most part, I wanted this Pokemon either to die or U-turn, so I didn't really want to make it that survivable. So this was a pretty good compromise. We'll put Olympus back in the box. And I'll hold on to Cliff. Also off camera, I did actually breed some more Pokemon. In fact, the time before last, I made this Venomoth called Lake of Rot, which is like the improved version of Sailid. I didn't even use it, I just left it in this preset area, but maybe we'll take it out for a bit. Sludge Bomb, Psychic, Disable, Sleep Powder. I wanted to get Bug Buzz. When do you get Bug Buzz? I forgot. I think it might be level 59. The intention of this is to give it Throat Spray, but I don't think you have, well, you don't have a sound move right now, but I don't think you get one for a little bit of time. Let me quickly check. Yeah, it's 59, sadly, so I need to wait a bit for it to get its final move, but I can bring you out in the short term anyway. And then I also got Riptide. This is the Glossopod with actually good stats now. Towards Emergency Exit, and its movesets currently are Struggle Bug, Liquidation, First Press. Sand Attack and Struggle Bug will go at some point, but I don't have the moves that I want to replace them with yet. Actually, I say that. I think one of them is Sucker Punch. I think I just need to go to a move rememberer. Yeah, I need to go to a move remember, so I'll probably do that as well. And actually, sorry, I do want to do more, but let me just pause a second. I need to quickly use the bathroom. I've pushed myself too far already, so give me a second, YouTube. All right, oh, apologies. We've got like another 30-minute gap now. I was just thinking as well while I was in the bathroom. I said in the last gym that I had to bring a Raquanid because it's the only Pokemon that learns Surf and, you know, all that jazz. Actually not sure anymore. I just realized Glossopod will also learn those moves. So let's take Glossopod, or Glossiopod, I think it's called, and we'll use that. Then finally, I've also given movesets to Chinook and Jetstream and actually made them good. They both have Prankster now. Chinook I've got set up in a really interesting way. Normally Illumise sees absolutely zero play because it doesn't get Tail Glow, basically. Well, it's not quite the only reason, but one of the reasons you don't have access to Tail Glow normally, in Pokemon Unbound, it gives it Tail Glow as an egg move, so I've given this thing Tail Glow. The important thing about that is this Pokemon's actually got a higher special attack than attack. I will just say the nature right now as I see it is not very good, so I'll quickly change its nature as well when I bring it out, but the speed is okay. What did I want to actually give this type-wise? I've forgotten now. But the nature's clearly not right. Probably not true for Glossopod either. It wants to be Impish, which I think is a defensive nature. But anyway, this thing's got higher special attack than attack anyway, which means it could actually use the Tail Glow itself. Normally, the issue with Volbeat is Volbeat gets this move, which, by the way, ups special attack by 3 stages. It's like the only move that upgrade something by 3 stages. It's not quite true because Belly Drum does it by 6, but it costs you like half your health to do it. But yeah, it has access to Tail Glow, but it can't really use it itself because it's got an awful special attack. So normally what you do is you Tail Glow, then you Baton Pass the Tail Glow to someone else. I've got my Illumise capable of doing that, so it can Tail Glow Baton Pass, and it does this with Prankster, so it'll do it with priority on both moves. But in case I'm up against something that can't really deal with this, it has Bug Buzz itself, so it could do a big Tail Glow and Bug Buzz with like 180 or something special attack stat, which is pretty disgusting actually. It also has T-Wave, which is a really good trolley move. Instead, I've got my Volbeat, rather than being this Tail Glow Pokemon, set up as a weather setter, so you can set up Rainy Dance or Rain. Can U-turn out because this thing's got higher attack stats, so it wants attacking moves. And it can do Encore. Currently it can do Double Team, but I don't want it to have Double Team eventually. I want it to have... Oh, it learns Tailwind. It's another Tailwind learner, but it has to do it by Tutor. And I don't have the Tailwind Tutor yet, so it can't learn it. So it's got Double Team right now. Anyway, I'll bring Chinook with me, because Illumise gets almost no love. And then finally, I'm going to grab a Pokemon quickly that can do the ability of flying, because I need to fly around the map. And I think that will do for now. Probably not perfect. I mean, it's definitely not perfect. By the way, these Illumise and Volbeats, I could also set up to do stuff like... I could have got them to do screens as well, but I've got so many Pokemon that can do screens right now. I thought, well, we'll let them do something a bit more fancy. The other small issue I've got with those guys is that I don't have Focus Sash yet as an item. I can't actually have it at this point in the game. And it'd be really good to have it on these guys. Anyway, this thing should know Sucker Punch. Partially because I want it to have 4 different attacking moves, because I'm going to give it Assault Vest. And I think that's the only one, because the other one I wanted to sort out was a Raquanid, but a Raquanid is not in the party anymore. Actually, Cliff could probably do with some changes, but I can't remember what did I have on Cliff before? Realistically, on Cliff, all I need is the usual, aka Toxic Rest. I guess you can hold Infestation and Gyro Ball. It's not the dream, though. Alright, we'll leave it for now. You need to burn again, so let me give you an item. Oh, I did get a few items well off camera. I've been doing the raid den battles off camera. In part because you can get eject packs and eject buttons from raid dens, but it's like very rare drops. So I was running around doing some of those. Hang on a sec. That's not what I do. Let me take this off you for a second. We'll give it to you. And then Lake of Rot. You, I have no idea what I'm going to give you right now. I guess actually you could hold Life Orb. Why not? Why not hold a Life Orb? You, again, I have no idea what to give you. I guess I give you something that reduces damage from, like, flying type moves or rock type moves. I'll give you a Cobra Berry. I think I've got a ton of Cobra Berries now. Kobe berries. Oh, there we go. We have 29. That's fine. You can hold a Kobe berry. At some point, I need to burn Heracross again. No, you know, no Pokemon violence here, but it just is what it is. Let me go back to the nature person as well and change the nature of... Do I need to change it of you, Glossopod? What's your nature currently? You have a neutral nature. That's not really what I want, though. I think you want... You want Brave, apparently, which might be a defensive stat. Oh, maybe a little bit low on money here, though. We'll see. I'm a bit low on money. So you wanted... Was it bold? Impish, sorry. Or I decided at some point you should be Impish. Where is Impish? That is definitely not what you want. You want the opposite of that one. It was bold. I knew I was right. Mentally, I was right. I want Impish on the Volbeat, though. And you said Brave. Attack minus speed. Actually, that makes sense, because this thing is actually unbelievably slow. It'd be a really good Pokemon to have in Trick Room. Again, I can't do Trick Room till post-game, though, sadly. Actually, that's part of the reasons why I want to do this squad of fake bugs. Because I could have used Bronzong as one of the fake bugs and Bronzong learns Trick Room. So that could have been fun. Anyway, let me fly back to where we need to go, and we'll see what the rival battle is all about. I'm going to leave Yanmega back at home as well. I don't think Yanmega is actually quite good enough anymore for these battles. I'm going to bring one of my Scent Scorches. Who am I going to bring, though? Let's bring the offensive one. I really shouldn't bring Venomoth here. Like, I feel like it's, you know, decent Pokemon, Venomoth, decent Pokemon, I guess Alubis, but actually in this case, it's pretty decent. And okay Pokemon. Alright. So you're holding the Flame Orb, correct? You are. Let's go do the thing. Let's go do the stuff. If I can just knock out this rival battle in one, it'd be so good. Actually, I say it'd be so good. I'd probably incentivize them to go all the way to the top of the mountain. Which I don't know if I could actually stomach right now, but... Oh, Drapion. Formerly a bug. No, now dead to me, though. I really should have given it a repel. Whatever. This also makes me laugh, by the way. That, you know, the world is ending. And my guy's like, no, you're not allowed past this point. You have to prove that you're strong enough. What the fuck are you talking about? I've killed them, like, I say killed them. I've defeated them so many times in the past with, like, basically no help. In fact, hindrances, I would say. And now you're testing me? We don't have time for this shit. You know, the world's ending. Let's go deal with it. Anyway. Actually, I'm going to quickly do something else before I go into this battle. I'm going to get Heracross intentionally burnt. Perfect. And then, actually, you know what? Sorry. I'll give you the Life Orb. No, I'll give you the Life Orb. I changed my mind. I'll give you King's Rock again. Because that's the original fun strat of this, right? It's flinching. I should probably have given you Jolly back then, though, if I'm going to do this. Because I really need the speed more than anything. Rather than Adamant, but... Whatever. What's done is done. Right. I should probably lead with Chinook. Now, normally, this battle starts with a 2-cannon, at least on all other difficulties, which obviously is not great into my Chinook, but I'm going to assume it's not a 2-cannon anymore. Best music in the game as well. 6 Pokemon. The protagonist is using a Mamoswine to lead. Okay. Actually, not necessarily bad into Chinook. Do Tail Glow. Please don't have Rock Slide. I didn't even consider it, but you bet you have Rock Slide. Oh, Stealth Rock. Well, that's going to be very annoying with my party bugs. Again, that's not really protagonist behavior of you. How much does this do out of interest? You swapped. Oh, God, no. It's not going to do a lot of damage, it turns out. It's 0.25 damage into this. Help? Is it going to do Brave Bird, or is it going to do... You know what? I'm going to T-Wave this. I'm going to let Chinook die here. I think Battle Passing here is going to lead to whatever swaps in death. Priority T-Wave, that's half its speed, I believe. Paralyzed and can't move! So good. Okay, is there a Pokemon I can swap in here? There is. It's Cliff. Cliff is the ultimate Pokemon to deal with this. Does it give a shit about the 3 special attacking stats it's gained? No. But that's not the point. Flare Blitz was the move. How much does this do? A lot. I don't think I'm moving first, but rest. Okay. Honestly, Shuckle, you've done some decent work here. You perished, but you've done a lot of damage back to the Talonflame via its taking self-damage and the Rocky Helmet damage. And actually, Chinook is still alive. We can reuse Chinook at some point in the future. My issue really now is that the Stealth Rocks is up. I would have loved actually a Araquanid with the Magic Bounce to come out and just deal with this, but... How was I supposed to know? You also don't have Aqua Jet, and I thought you did. Whoops. My bad. I can't be quicker. This Pokemon is so slow, even into a paralyzed Pokemon. I have to Sucker Punch and hope it kills. Okay, they swapped. We should have changed because my Sucker Punch will fail now. Vaporeon. Goodbye, Vaporeon. I'm not really suited for this. I guess I'll go back into Chinook and get another paralysis. I don't know what this thing's going to do to Vaporeon. It's not defensive, right? Took it like a champ. Again, time to paralyze Pokemon. During one of the recent VGCs I saw, I think it was like the North American VGC, I watched one of the games in the round robin stage where a Pokemon was paralyzed on turn 1. I think it was by Grimmsnarl. And of its first 5 turns, 4 turns were paralyzed, and then the one turn it attacked into Protect. It literally didn't get to play the game. Paralysis is kind of a disgusting ability, honestly. Anyway, we don't really have anything else we can do now, and I kind of like the idea. Well, I guess I can't swap into you anymore, though, so yeah, we're stuck in. We should just Bug Buzz you. I'll die to Stealth Rock. Nice crit. Okay, goodbye. But again, Chinook, I don't think you've necessarily done anything wrong. Oh, you don't have fucking the grass attack, do you? Yeah, that I've maybe fucked up on a little bit. I should have retaught you the grass-based move. Oh, whatever. I couldn't have known this. And actually, we could still Facade here. In fact, that might be the plan. We've got a new strategy. It's not just purely Flint strats. I actually can do some damage now. It's not stab anymore, but could be good. That being said, why not go for the flinches still? Like, this is good as well. It's not 140, but if I hit whatever, I'll just Facade. Protect, okay. Alright, basically back to full health again. How much does this do? Decent chunk. And we got the flinch. Holy shit, it was a 1 in 10 chance. So this thing is basically dead now. It's probably going to Protect again, yeah. To basically let me burn to death a bit. It got a double Protect. This is ridiculous. Through paralysis as well. Alright, he's dead. Mamoswine is back. Mamoswine is probably going to kill me. Do I have a safe swap? Also, how fast is Mamoswine? I feel like Mamoswine is one of those Pokemon where it's like, it looks slow, but it's actually like faster than God. It is speed 80 according to this. I think I should be faster, but I don't know that for certain. If it's nature is speed, I will be slower. That's the risk I'm taking, because this thing is max EVs and speed, but I'm not Jolly anymore. If I was Jolly, I would definitely be quicker. It makes me think, because the game subbed this in, that it knows it's faster than me. I'm going to risk it. Okay, it's nature is speed. Oh, it's got a priority move, never mind. Okay, that's fine. We didn't learn anything. Onsen, time for you to shine. You're 4 times weak to rock. I forgot that stealth rock is going to hurt you. Okay, I have to do something about stealth rocks. Goodbye, Onsen. Did nothing. I don't have a good play here. And by the way, I don't think my Venomoth has Levitate. It has Tinted Lens, so it gets affected by Earthquake. So we are basically screwed. And I don't think I live this either. Although I resist it, right? Yeah. And I've got Assault Vest. Emergency exit! Oh, God damn it. Okay, back to Lake of Rot then. I say back to. First time we see Lake of Rot. Put it to sleep. Oh, we're slower. How are you faster than me? You're a mammoth. I'm a moth. I guess it's a mammoth. Is that the final form of moths? Really, Mammothswine is just a bug-type Pokemon, right? Anyway, we're dead. Alright, we'll put on the death counter because it's a legitimate death. I didn't really learn a lot either, is the thing. We've learned they have a Talonflame, we've learned they have Mammothswine, we've learned that they have Vaporeon. That's it. We saw 3 Pokemon. Okay, first things first. I think we need to bring a Araquanid, so there's no point in bringing you as well. And more annoyingly, I'd really like to bring this Araquanid and not the other Araquanid, because I would rather have this ability and not the other one. But I need Magic Bounce. I could bring Orbeetle as well, but I'd have to set up an Orbeetle for that purpose. You still have Miracle. I guess I could bring Solar Flare up. I have to level this up, but we can do that. And I need something to do with the Vaporeon. I'm going to be honest with you, Lake of Rot. It's not your fault, but it kind of is. It wasn't a good showing. I could bring Thunderclap. Which would be good into Vaporeon, but would not be very good into Mammothswine. To be fair, nor will a Grass type be good into Mammothswine, so I don't know really why I'm comparing. If I set up Rain, I could... I could have my very cursed Parasect. But I think it wouldn't work. On the flip side, if I set up... Actually, if I set up Sun... No, that'd be really scary, though. If I set up Sun and Talonflames on the field, then I have a sad time. But, you know. Maybe Levani can actually just sweep that if Sun comes up. You know what? Why not? Let's do something stupid. And by the way, one of the other nice things about Volbeat is I had Rain Dance on this thing, but I can quite as easily change it into the Sunny Day. It's literally a plug and play. It learns both the moves. So I've got it in Rain Dance mode now, but I can just change it. You also have Sticky Web. Something should have Assault Vest. Is it you? You should have Assault Vest. I think I'm going to bring you out as well. But I don't really know what for. I just can't be asked setting you up again. I really need to go and give you Jolly. Oh, fuck it. Just bring him back. And temporarily give me a Pokemon that can fly. I think, by the way, I can fly there now. I don't have to surf back there. I might be wrong, though. Oh, no, I do have to go back there via Surf and Waterfall. So I have to bring a Pokemon with Waterfall. So Glossopod or Araquanid has to come with me. There is no, like, question in the matter. One of those two Pokemon will be in this battle. I don't have enough money. Feels bad. Let me just quickly sell something. One big pearl. Not quite enough, but I'll sell it. How do you like the idea of... How about one water gem? Wait, I don't really want to sell that now that I think about it. How about a Thunderstone? Yeah, okay, you can have one of my Thunderstones. They have some value to me, but not 11 of them. Alright, let me change the nature of that Pokemon. Back again. Olympus Mons, you'll be jolly. So you're as fast as you can possibly be. You will also be taking a Flame Orb. Because I need to burn you again. You're not going to be here. I can't remember. You should probably have the Life Orb, actually, because you're meant to be the sweeper. You I need to give some levels to. Okay. Let me quickly run back to Dresco and just do a couple of battles versus the Ordinos. Also need a level in Canopy anyway. Should probably like look at my attacks as well before I do this. That's probably your best move, sadly. You should do this. Oh wait, is the cap higher? Hang on a second. Oh, the cap's gone up. Okay. That's a small issue. It turns out what the cap is now. I actually wasn't paying attention to how strong the Mamoswine was. Just let me get the Orbeetle vaguely in the range of the other ones. It should come a bit faster. Oh my god, this is just so toxic. I think those Ordinos, by the way, like they do Decorate plus Hyper Voice or something, and it just does disgusting damage. Okay. Look at the TMKs. Where is Sunny Day? You'd think it'd be next to Rainy Day. Or Rain Dance, sorry. It's not. It's not. I'm sure I've got it, because I think I went out of my way to get it. I was like, this will be really useful to have. Let's get it. Alright. Hang on a second. Do I have Sunny Day? Pokemon Unbound Sunny Day. Just let me look at what the number is first. Oh, I don't have it. I know what the quest is, though. Fuck, I need to do it. It's the one on Route 16. That's why I thought I had it. I mentioned it. Okay. Alright. Let me quickly do this quest, then. I need to get a Solrock. A Solrock I can get from... a cave. Don't have one, do I? Don't see it. Don't see it. Don't see it. All right. I think I remember where you get it from. Is it here? Nope. Is it the Ruins of Void, where it's called? Yeah, it's here. Okay. Just need one. Please. I beg of you, one soul rock, one little sunny rock. There you go. By the way, this is why I bought quick balls. Please go in the bowling one, otherwise I look stupid. Just to quickly grab things like this. I actually should have left another bug at home as well. Fuck, you got out. Alright, well, we need to stall this out now. I don't think I have a way to put a status on you guys. I'll check if Canopy can. Nope, you don't have a way. Alright, just throw Ultra Balls at it then until it catches it or doesn't. Alright, taking one of my Pokemon down, enjoy. It's the last one you're going to take down. We're probably at the point now where Timer Balls are better, so we'll swap Timer Balls down. Solrock, you're stupid. You're actually so stupid. I'm actually just going to murder you, never mind. You're safe. Alright. So then I need to fly to my favorite Pokemon Center. Actually, maybe I can't even fly here. Do I have enough money to heal? I do. That would have been quite funny. I need the Solrock, so let's get the Solrock. I'll leave Leavanny behind. The clue's in the name. And I think he's up here somewhere. Where are you? Further up. I'm looking at Surf! So stupid. Whoops. Ah, screw it. High Tide, you're coming with me. By the way, this is why I do all this stuff off camera when I'm like setting up for the gyms. Because it's a lot of just faffing. Where is this guy? You'd think a 6-foot-tall clown would be easy to find. I mean, just look in the top corner. Where the fuck is this guy? Where are you? Is it here? I did bring a Pokemon with Rock Climb. Which actually, by the way, is a bit of a problem because my only Pokemon that can Rock Climb is Scolipede. Alright, are we good now? I guess I have to leave you behind for a second Solar Flare. All this for a stupid strategy that requires Leavanny to sweep. Spoilers, Leavanny is not a good Pokemon. It probably can't sweep. Also, did I leave an item there? Really? That seems very not like me. Anyway, it's going to stay there, probably. As I can't be bothered trying to find how to get it. Alright. So, yay! Acquired. Okay, let me fly back now. Get rid of this dirty, stinking Pokemon out of my party. Non-bug, disgusting, horrible, The sun, disgusting. Definitely not required for bugs in existence. Alright, we'll bring you back. Wait, yeah, it was you, right? Was it you? It was you. We'll bring Levani back. I need a Pokemon that can do the ability of surfing, which, now that I think about it, means that I have to instead bring Araquanid or Scolipede. Glossopod, sorry. Yeah, okay, that's how I get around it. We don't bring High Tide, we bring Ocean. Am I going to ring Shuckle or not? Actually, a good question. I think I will bring it. I feel like Shuckle's just like a good old pal. It's like your dog. I feel like I'm rarely going to be unhappy to have Shuckle. Okay, I'll burn some more rare candies to make your life easier and possibly my life a bit easier. I am starting to run out though. I've only got 35, which is not a lot since I'm burning them fairly liberally. Okay. We now have Sunny Day, which I definitely checked what TM number that was before I did that. So by Rain Dance, by any chance? There it is. No. Of course it's not. I've got the right Pokemon. Where's Volbeat? Where are you? There you are. So I guess we're setting up with Sun. No, I can't be setting up with Sun though, because you're doing the Sun. Wait, can you learn Sunny Day? Because it would not be a terrible idea for you to have Sunny Day. I could kind of get behind it, actually. You don't. You're like the only Pokemon here that doesn't learn it. Oh, you know what? Shuckle can learn it, though. Shuckle, do you want to learn it? Because I don't really care about you having Gyro Ball. I'm going to level with you. Like, this is a very slow Pokemon, but it's, like, offensive stats are so bad that it just doesn't matter. It would be a good move if I had the move that swaps my attack with my defense. But that just, it's too hard to set up in singles. Alright, I guess we're doing this then. We're leading with Solar Flare. At some point I have to set up Sunny Day for Levani to do anything. Levani's going to take a Life Orb, because otherwise it literally does nothing. How is Razor Leaf your best grass move? It can't be. I refuse to believe that is true. Surely I have a better grass move. That might be part of the other reason why Levani's doing nothing right now. In fact, Levani, let me just quickly check. When do you learn Leaf Blade? If it's like one level, I'll give you some rare candies. On my thing, it shows that you learn it at level 34, which is... why do you not have it? Why do you have Razor Leaf? Alright. One quick last fly, because I need to sort that out, because it's actually not acceptable for you to only have Leaf Blade. Ocean, get back in the box a second. Think about it as well, all you guys like ripping your dicks off, like, you know, watching this. I have to do this multiple times, like, when I'm setting up for gyms. And also, some of the times, it doesn't even work anyway. It's probably not going to work right now anyway, either, but... Why? Why did you not learn this move? It's, like, so mission critical. What are the other things that you're meant to have Levani, by the way? I wanted you to learn Electro Web eventually, but we can't right now. Oh, Solar Beam, that's it. You're eventually going to learn Solar Beam, but I can't get the TM yet, because Sunny Day Solar Beam is pretty funny. You're also going to learn Poison Jab, which I think I actually have now got as a TM. Oops. And you weren't going to know Sticky Web. Which is possibly a stupid play. I'm going to go to Slash, actually, instead and keep Sticky Web. I think it's partly because I was going to give you Assault Vest as well, but someone else is holding it, so don't worry about it. Right. Let me fly back here, put a Araquanid in the party. I'll have another crack at it, and then probably that's going to be the end. Because I'm a bit ropey right now. And I don't want to push it too much more. So what have you got, sorry? Liquidation, Leech Fang. You have Rain Dance, so I could turn the weather off again. I don't think you learned Light Screen, do you? That's your problem as a screener. To be fair, I've not really seen anything so far that makes me want to have Light Screen particularly. But yeah, you don't learn it. Okay. Guess that's gonna have to do. Weird lead, but we'll see. It feels odd that my Orbeetle, like, has a defensive move, but then it's, like, quite offensively set up beyond that. Wait, what's your ability? Is it... Oh, it's Swarm. Not Compound Eyes. Okay. So Hypnosis is 50% accurate. Not the ideal. Then again, I don't think you learned Compound Eyes, so probably good enough. Your moveset's... Isn't it like Frisk, Telepathy, and... Swarm? Alright, I'll create a save state. Okay, Mamba Swine's here. I'm going to assume... Stealth Rock. That's the wrong move. I'm so stupid. God damn it, why do so many moves called like Magic and Bounce and Guard and all that jazz? This is Mirror Coat. Mirror Coat's the one that reflects back well, it's not super effective. It reflects back special damaging moves against the opponent that used it. That is not how you stop Stealth Rocks. Oh my god, this grass. Alright, I need to go back to the move relearner. Oh, wait, is there an Orbeetle in here that has it still? Did I just do a dumb? Is you. It's Magic Coat, right? Fuck's sake. Fuck you. Stupid Beetles. This is the problem of having, like, multiple Pokemon of the same, you know, type. I forget which one's which. Alright, it's fine. I'll just burn some more rare candies. I'll be punished by wasting my time off camera. And how good are you, by the way, stat-wise? Okay. Like, in all the right areas, I guess. I guess, what do I give you? I guess I give you leftovers. And you don't really care about Reflect anymore, but... You just never know. The other slight issue is, like, why have I got an Araquanid when I'm going to set up Sunny Day? I guess the answer to that is... Sunny Day is going to go up and then it's going to, you know, end at some point. And then we bring the Araquanid out. And so, like... Jaded right now that I just don't care. Quaxai, can you know, your goofy face get out of here, please? Right, a save state. So we're leading with Orbeetle. Orbeetle's got light clay, so it means screens last longer. We have magic coat to reflect the first thing. He's gonna swap into probably a flaming angry bird. I guess then we go into Araquanid. Because I need my Shuckle to live. Alright. Hey, let's try this again. Oh, it's a Focus Sash. Cool. There you go. That's the right move. Uh-oh. Bounce it back to you. Use the Uno reverse card. Alright, stayed in. Didn't expect it. Pretty good damage as well, I'll say. Okay, what's the game plan now, then? I don't really want to go into Shuckle, because it will take an actual metric fuck ton of damage. But I kind of have to go into Shuckle. I guess go into Onsen. My problem with this as well is he might just set up Stealth Rocks again now. Because the threat has gone now of me bouncing it back. In fact, it's almost certainly going to do that. Yeah. Okay, sets up Stealth Rock. So I guess we both get a Stealth Rock up this time. Which is an okay deal for me. It's not a great one. Do I die from here? It's neutral, right? And I have Assault Vest, so... Okay, they're just going to sack the Mamoswine. We killed one Pokemon. And actually, we're getting experience with this still, so it's not completely wasted, this battle. Talonflame is here. Oh my god, it didn't like that. This has to be Brave Bird that's incoming. Because otherwise, it's going to die. Otherwise, it'll do damage to itself. The problem I've got now is I can't actually swap into this Pokemon anymore, so I think I just have to, like, sack it. Yeah, as Brave Bird. It's going to take a lot of damage from this anyway. Okay. This is where things are going to get a bit silly. I'm going to put up Sunny Day. If this thing... I mean, this is going to attack me first anyway, but... They swapped. This thing is always going to be a threat now that I put Sun up, though. That's going to make the Vaporeon a bit shit. I'm hoping for all that is, you know, holy, that this Vaporeon now goes for a water move. If it goes for an ice move, I'm going to die. But I have to go into Canopy at this point. Don't burn me as well. Holy shit. Vaporeon is almost certainly going to have to stall. It didn't. Do I kill her? It's quite bulky, Vaporeon, but it does live. I think I'm going to die. Okay, it's only got Scald. That's fine. Don't burn me. Holy moly, that's 2 Pokemon killed. What did it cost? Everything. It's the first time, though, that I think Levani has killed anything, so great work, Levani. Is the sun still up? Still sunny. Rotom. Rotom Fan, is it called? You're electric flying, I think. Well, I'm going to just keep going because I can't really swap back into Canopy ever again. We'll go for Poison. Poison? Okay. Goodbye, Levani. You killed a Pokemon. It did cost a Pokemon as well to die to set you up, so it really wasn't worth this, but... Hey-ho. Cliff, I think it's your time to shine again. Because I don't have another good play into this. have actually nothing into this, do I? I guess you resist flying type moves, so get to it, Cliff. The Rocky Helmet's pointless. Also, that is really upsetting. Okay, this is a problem now. I need to hit this Toxic. We definitely going to lose this battle now. I need to rest, because this is going to kill me. Yeah, okay. That's probably the battle over now, because I can't outspeed it ever again. Has heavy boots. Oh, okay, so he wasn't affected by the terrain. Okay, that thing's gonna kill me. There's nothing I can do, I think, unless it has, like, no move that can hit Heracross. I also forgot to burn my Heracross, which is not a good idea. Wow. I thought Rotom was quite quick. Haxorus is here. Oh, that's alarming, by the way. I just remembered they have Tyranitar. And it's gonna be Mega Tyranitar. Okay. Am I faster than Haxorus? Oh, I burnt my Heracross now. I have to believe I am. I'm not. Honestly, not a surprise. Goodbye. And then Ocean dies. Wow. It was more damage than I even thought it was going to do. The Reflect won't save me. It would actually have to do a Giga Throw right now too. In fact, they can't even Giga Throw anymore. It's locked into Outrage. Alright. Well, I'll have to think about how I'm going to deal with this battle. But we've seen basically... I think I've seen all the Pokemon now, realistically. Because it definitely has T-Tar. Because that's their starter. So it's T-Tar, Haxorus, Rotom Fan, Vaporeon, Mamoswine, and Talonflame. They're the 6. It honestly doesn't seem terrible. Not good, but not terrible either. What's causing me grief? I mean, actually, unironically, the Talonflame is probably the scariest thing. I think as long as I reflect back Stealth Rocks, I guess... Oh, God. I guess the other thing I should do is I should get up another Pokemon with Magic Guard or Magic Bounce or Magic whatever it was called. So I can bounce the thing back that isn't the Orbeetle, because then if I do it with Araquanid, I can actually threaten lethal with Orbeetle, because Orbeetle can do some damage into Araquanid could do some damage back into Mamoswine, whereas my Orbeetle right now is kind of just like sat there as a cheerleader. I don't think Levani's the strategy with Sunny Day. As funny as that was, it wasn't worth it, but oh well. Anyway, we actually did do a little bit this episode, so I won't be super upset. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to be on holiday for a week, so this will come out during the week where I'm not there, but you're going to have like a small hiatus after that while I get back up and running again after that. Because I'm not bringing this with me on holiday. I'm not bringing this homework with me. Anyway, thanks for everyone who watched this, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!